Hello and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Parth Doshi Learning by Doing. So, till now, you have been seeing many videos that I'm making for developers, building different workflows, exploring different activities, and other features. But today, here, we are going to try something new. We have with us Abhishek, who is an RP business analyst at Quality Kiosk. Today, in this video, he will be sharing about his journey. He will be sharing what are the prerequisite roles and responsibilities of a business analyst. He will be also telling what are the challenges that he faced in his life while taking a turn in his career towards RP business analyst, and how right now he is RPA project manager as well at Quality Kiosk. So welcome Abhishek on my YouTube channel for the first collaboration video that I'm doing for my audience. And yeah, so start.
Hey
Let's
Parth,
start with
thank you so much. Hey
yeah.
Parth, yeah, hi to everyone. So thank you so much for first of all for giving me this opportunity to come and do a collaboration with you. So it feels really nice to talk about this.
I'm happy to learn from such experienced people at this early stage of my career. So thank you for accepting the
Yeah, yeah,
invitation. So yeah, let's
no
start
problem,
with
man.
your journey, how you got into RP business analyst journey, and what was the turning point of your career.
So to start with, like my RPA career at the start was very hilarious, adventurous. I can tell you because as you said rightly, I have 9 years of experience, but I was into manual testing initially.
Okay.
So for past 5 years, I have been an manual
Mm-hmm.
tester. I joined
Okay.
my current organization as an uh, manual tester only.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
back in 2016, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at that time, what happened was like I was also doing my master's in information management. So
Okay.
I had
Masters
just
in
cleared
information
and
systems.
information management.
Okay, information management. Okay.
Yeah, MBA in IT. Yeah. So
Okay.
I had done that part time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had just cleared it and I had joined Quality Course as a business analyst. So I just
Okay.
got my degree. So I
Mm-hmm.
just took a chance, went on to ask my TL that is there any opportunity of becoming an BA
Right,
or
right.
and taking a next a step ahead of manual testing. So he said he'll let me know. So after a few months, I remember he just randomly called me one day and asked me
Okay.
there is an BA opportunity. Would you like to take this?
Mm-hmm.
I said yes, definitely I'd like to take this opportunity.
Right, right.
So what happened was like so I went to meet one of my senior. Like he gave me two options at that time. Would you like to be a normal insurance domain BA, or
Okay.
there is one more opportunity which is known as RPA BA. So
Okay.
I asked him like, what is this RPA BA? So
Okay.
he told me like, you can Google it. You will get to know about
Okay.
it.
So one
So I
question.
start.
So till that
Yeah.
time you were not familiar with the RPA technology when you got that
No,
opportunity.
no, no. That was the very first time I heard about this term RPA.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why I said like it was a very adventurous
Fascinating
journey
word.
for me. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
what happened was when I started googling about this,
Mm-hmm.
about what is RPA, so it's like robotic process automation. So the
Okay.
word robotic is it in itself is a very fascinating word,
Right. Right. Right.
right? So I thought like robotics is a future. So let's do something in this only.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
made my decision there itself that yeah, I want to become an RPA business analyst. Even though I don't know anything about it, what is the
Mm-hmm.
technology, what are the tools and etc. etc. What are the
Right.
roles and responsibilities of BA? I just said yes, I want to do this. I just took
Right.
up the
Right.
opportunity. So I would really like to thank my seniors at that time who were there, who
Mm-hmm.
really helped me. They were very supportive. They said me, you just go ahead. We will be there with you to support you. Don't worry if anything goes wrong. So it was
Right.
my start. So it was a very big client at that time where I was deployed at a client
Okay.
location. So
Okay.
there we were starting off with a Blue Prism project.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
I
you
was
started your
completely
RPA
unaware.
BA career with Blue Prism.
Yes, yes, yes. The
Okay.
tool which we were using was Blue Prism. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
till that time, I didn't know anything. Like, what is this Blue Prism? I heard very
Uh-huh.
first time about the Blue Prism. I'm like, what is this Blue Prism now?
Right.
So
Right.
I was
Right.
like, let's see, let's see. So then my then next step was taking the walkthrough, like taking the understanding of the
Mm-hmm.
process, which has to be
Right.
automated. So I remember very well that day. We started this walkthrough in the morning 9:30,
Mm-hmm.
and it went on till night 10 p.m.
Oh,
So it was for more than 12 hours. More than
okay.
12 hours.
So what is this
Yeah.
walkthrough?
So walkthrough means here the
Understanding of the
business
project.
user. Yeah. So it's like the
Okay.
business user who is working on this process, which is
Mm-hmm.
to be automated.
Mm-hmm.
He gives us the complete demo,
Okay.
whatever he's doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what so to get let's start with the basics. Like what is just a bot which is mimicking human actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are automating a process which is been done by a user
Mm-hmm.
since long years, so since many years.
Okay.
It
Okay.
isn't like a monotonous work he is doing, just applying few logic
Mm-hmm.
and is getting that work done.
Okay.
So here the so what happened was like we took whole day to understand the process. The process was quite big. It
Mm-hmm.
included Excel files, Outlook,
Okay.
and one more application, Life Asia application.
Okay.
So there were
Okay.
three applications integration
Mm-hmm.
in this automation process. So walkthrough was done. So next day I took whole notes like what all other steps one by one. Then they gave us the whole recording also. So still
Okay.
we were not able to understand like exactly what all are to be done,
Mm-hmm.
because for us
Right. Right.
it was our first time.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
have been doing this for years. For us,
Mm-hmm.
it was our first time. So it takes a little bit of time to get a hang of it.
Right.
But
Right.
then we started with the next thing, which is documentation.
Okay. Okay.
So documentation also again it was a completely
Mm-hmm.
new, because here documentation was like creating an as is document, as
Mm-hmm.
is to be. So like, what is this as is? What is this to be? I didn't
Okay.
know. So he said, so my
Right. Right.
senior, like they explained me very shortly. They said like, you know flowchart, right?
Right.
So you know how to prepare a flowchart. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So just prepare a flowchart of the complete process, whatever you have understood.
Okay.
So I said
Okay.
like the process is so big, it won't fit in a normal book or something. So he asked me to take a big chart,
Chart paper kind of thing.
yeah, chart paper. So I remember very well. I started that whole thing on a chart paper.
Okay.
So whole process was like it took 3 to 4 big chart papers. I
Oh,
drew everything on a with pencil on it. So I started off like that.
okay. Okay.
Later on, like
So,
now we have various tools, Visio you
right.
use,
Right. Right.
then yeah,
So,
Draw.io, then
three things or
even in
some
Excel you
things,
can prepare.
some things that I feel that we can learn from your journey is, first of all, is if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. So you asked your
Yeah.
senior
So
that I want to get into RPA, so you got that opportunity. The second, I
yeah,
think, if we want to excel at some particular role, maybe it's a developer, it's a BA, or it's some other solution architect or any kind of thing, we should be able to take that challenges that will be coming while going ahead in that particular role. So
definitely,
because
definitely.
you
So
took that first challenge, you are right now where you are, because at a good position as a business analyst.
yeah, so what I have learned in my journey is like you need to ask if you want to grow in your
Right.
life. You need to ask for it, because if you just sit and wait for the opportunity to come and lie in your lap, it won't happen.
Right.
So
Right.
you need
Right.
to go and ask for your seniors like, I want
Mhm.
this opportunity.
Right.
You need to keep banging the doors.
Right. Only the worst case scenario can be they will say no. But what if they say
Yeah.
yes, then it can change as well many
Ah,
things. Right.
yeah,
Right.
then it would open you hundreds of doors.
Right.
Like in my
Right.
case, like it is like completely roller coaster till now.
Right.
So in
Right.
RPA, it has been like completely hilarious.
Right. Right.
I'm enjoying a lot in this role.
Okay.
I
So
got to meet so many people. Yeah.
right, 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 right. Okay, so another question from my side will be, what do you think can be the prerequisite for a RPA BA? from your journey
So
that I get to know is there were no prerequisite because you got into it completely without having any knowledge of RPA. But
yeah,
from that,
yeah,
the
yeah,
time has changed till now, and we
yeah, yeah.
see many posts of jobs and all that require many prerequisites. So, what according to you a candidate? So, suppose take example of me. I have been into development and I have been learning UI parts since quite a few months and developing content. Now, if I want to go into the business analyst part, what can be the prerequisites for me?
So first of all, you should be a person who wants to become a business analyst in any, in not only I'm just talking about RPA
Okay,
in generic. So
okay.
he should be very what we say. He should be very eager. He should be like very curious
There should be the
to
hunger to
know
learn.
about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He should be very curious. He should be asking questions. Like for
Right.
example, in RPA, what the main role of a foreign business analyst, like he should be asking questions. Like when you
Right.
sit for a walkthrough,
Mhm.
whenever you're taking an understanding of the process. So there are various questions initial level which a business analyst should be asking, like how many applications are involved. These are very basic things, like
Right. Right.
what kind of applications are involved, then
Right.
what is the frequency of this process, how many times do you do this process in a day, in a
Right.
month, in a week, and
Right.
what is the volume of the transaction you receive. Then apart from Excel, in Excel also, what are the steps you're doing, what are the small shortcuts which you use, because
Right.
all these things really matter a lot.
Right.
And what
So
happens is, like,
every minor information is important for a RPA business analyst.
yes, 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 yes.
Right.
Because
Okay.
like when you're using Excel, when you're
Mm-hmm.
doing any kind of a data massaging, what
Mm-hmm.
happens is the user who has been doing this for years, he has his own shortcuts which he has developed, like
Definitely.
using some keyboard shortcuts. So
Right.
so that we can use in our tools by using hotkeys.
Right. Right. Right.
So RPA has that capability also.
Right.
So you need to pay attention to the very minute details of the process which a user has been doing.
Right.
So apart from this, the documentation also plays a very important role. And
Right.
so coming back to your question, who all can come? So I feel that manual testers definitely, because testers I feel are have that eye, like that while doing testing they have developed their skill to catch a bug
Right.
in themselves. So they have that, already have that eagerness to learn, like
Right.
what
Right.
what what they have that curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
ये
Right.
क्या, what's happening. So
Right. Right.
that thing is already there. Then I feel that developers can also be done, but then developers have a different kind of a mindset than a tester, because what here is, like,
Mhm.
developer thinks only from one perspective. He's like, he only thinks about the happy flow, plain vanilla flow. But a tester, he thinks from all the perspectives, like he
Mhm.
also thinks from the positive end, from the negative end. Then
Right.
he does
Right.
some switching here and there, like
Right.
that.
Right. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Great insights. Okay. So second question from my side is like, what are the roles and responsibilities of a RPA BA when a process is to be identified, automated, or the walkthrough that you are talking about? So what are the roles and responsibilities on him? What are the documentations? What are the other things that you want to highlight to the audience that RPA BA has the roles and responsibilities? So because if we are telling a manual tester or maybe a developer who has a good mindset can get into RPA BA, but there are roles and responsibilities going to be on him. So what are that going to be?
So first of all, I'd like to tell you that a business analyst is a very important role. He plays a very important role in any process, in any project, because business analyst is a person. He is a gatekeeper of that
Mhm.
project. So he's basically a bridge between the developer and the business team.
Right, right.
So whatever communication has to happen from the business team, so
Mhm.
it goes through the develop from sorry to the business analyst. And whatever challenges a developer has been facing,
Right,
the developer comes and tells to the business analyst. So business
right,
analyst is a person who is between both of them.
right. Right.
So that way, the business analyst should have a very good communication skill.
Right.
So he should have a good rapport building skills as well. I feel
Mm.
that is very important because until
Right.
unless
Right.
you develop that rapport between the business user or the developers,
Mm-hmm.
you won't be able to excel that well because there are
Right.
very small things which happen in day-to-day life as a business analyst. That, like, to give a very small example, the business user gave us the walkthrough.
Okay.
He explained us the whole process,
Okay.
say let's say one time, and we have the recording, we have the SOP, we have
Right.
the screenshot, everything.
Right.
But
Right.
still, what happens is wa- while giving the walkthrough to the developer, there are a few questions which a developer might ask, or there might be a chances that you might skip few things.
Right. Right.
So you have to go back to the business user and ask. So it
Right.
might happen that business user might say, I have already explained, so you should know this. I won't be explaining to you again.
Right.
So when you build this kind of a rapport or a good network between that business user, so if, at any point of time, if you get stuck, they'll definitely help you
Right. Right.
at any point, any
Networking and
point.
having a good communication skill is very
Yeah,
important according to you.
yes. Very important, very important. It's very
Okay.
crucial as well. Then
Great.
apart from this, documentation. Yes, so there are various documents which we need to prepare. So
Right.
first of all is process design document, which is also known as it. Then the solution design document.
Okay.
Then we prepare to be process document, technical design document.
Okay.
There are various
Okay.
documents which we prepare.
Right.
So the process design document contains everything. Like it's like the BRD, which we
Okay.
say.
So
So
what
as
is
is
BRD?
the so it's business requirement document
Okay.
in
Business
where we
requirement
have the
document.
complete, yeah. So in this we have the complete information about the process which is to be
Right.
automated. We have the
Right. Right.
complete details like description of the process, then
Uh,
what is the scope of the project,
Right.
what is
Right.
in scope, what is out of scope, what are
Right.
the applications involved, then credentials, then uh,
Mm-hmm.
alert messages, what are to be sent, then
Right. Right.
what is the flow of the process. All
Right.
these things
Right.
are noted down.
Mm-hmm.
Then after
So
this,
this all
the most
is
important,
contained in the PDD.
yes.
Okay. And now PDD are like most of the companies or most of the business analyst or in your organization, do I use some specific tool to prepare that PDD, or there's a template already designed and the user fills it?
No, like I said, it's the same like a BRD. So what do you use the template for? BRD is the same. In just
Okay.
it's just that in addition you prepare a as is document like
Right.
the
It is more
flowchart thing.
detailed.
Yeah. So in that the
Okay.
as is document is present,
Right.
in which
Right.
the complete flow is there. The as is and to be is like as is like the manual process which a user has been doing till now,
Right. Right.
and the to be is like what would be the solution after the what is implemented.
Right. 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 So
So this is the difference between these
so
two.
from PDD, I recently uploaded one video on UiPath task capture that is used to build the PDD. So have you explored that, or have you developed some PDD
Yeah.
using
I
that?
have I have gone through. Yeah. I have done completed the certification as well of the
Okay, okay.
capture.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So it is very simplified version now. Now
Yeah,
the UiPath has come up with a very simplified version of
right, right.
doing the complete recording and capturing the whole process.
Right, right, right.
So initially when I started,
There were
all these
no
were
tools.
not weren't present.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So at that time, what I used to do, like I used to take the screenshot of the every step. Then I used to write what is the step involved, where I need to go, uh, where I need to click a mouse, all those
Right,
things.
right, right, right,
So
right.
it's a very detailed, like you can say the SOP also we prepare,
Mm-hmm.
wherein we take the screenshot of the of the screen, then
Mm-hmm.
write like what are need to be, how to navigate on that screen, in which
Right,
tab we need to go,
right.
like that.
Then total number of mouse clicks, the keyboard clicks, etc., etc.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes,
Okay. Yeah,
yes.
please go ahead with the other document.
So after this, we prepare the solution design document. In here, this is basically prepared with the help of the developer, wherein
Okay.
we sit with the developer, or what we can do is we take the help of the solution architect as well.
Mm-hmm.
So solution architect is a person who designs the whole solution for
Okay.
the process to be automated,
Okay.
like what all loops to be used, what are
Mm-hmm.
the if conditions and everything like
Got
that.
it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, so this process is need to be done in a RE framework or not. All those
Mm-hmm.
decisions are done by
Solution
the solution
architect.
architect. Yes.
Okay.
So as a business analyst, it's your responsibility to sit with first of all explain the solution architect the complete process.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gives the solution. You prepare the whole solution document
Right.
and
Right.
you
Right.
record it in the same flowchart manner.
Mm-hmm.
Then the exceptions, main important part is the exception part.
Mm.
How are you going to deal with the exception which are going to happen?
Right. Right.
And then the alerting system, you need to
Mm-hmm.
prepare those things as well. The template, like whenever exception occurs, then to whom the bot should be sending the mails to, and what would be the
Right.
template of that.
The person in charge to handle the errors by that basically. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there are different teams involved. So you need
Right.
to
Right.
take take all this information as well. So after all this is done, the part comes is like testing as well. So whatever
Right.
the process has been automated by the developer.
Hmm.
So rather than going that side, let's come little bit backwards. So
Okay.
whenever
Okay.
you get
Yeah.
the more detail, I'm going in more detail. So
No
what
problem.
I used to do personally.
Haha.
So whenever I get the walkthrough, I prepare the as is. Before preparing as is, what I do personally is I do the process deep dive. So what is this is like I sit myself on the desktop of the business user. I perform all the activities by myself. This is like doing the hands-on of the complete process.
Okay.
So while doing this, what happens is you get the complete insight of the process, like
Right. You understand
what
each
is the
steps
thing
or
happening.
where the errors can
Yeah.
come.
Yes. So
Got it. Great.
this helps a business analyst to give the complete understanding to the developer as well. So even if a developer stuck at some point of time while automating, then the business analyst should be aware of what is to be done.
Right. Because
So this
you
is a
know,
very crucial stage.
right. This is a very great tip, I think, that you have given to the aspiring business
Yes.
analyst. Like, unless and until you don't know it properly, you won't be able to explain it. So it's like,
Yeah.
if I'm not a business analyst, I cannot talk about business analyst. So the
Correct.
same thing,
Correct.
if you haven't done it or if you haven't seen it, you won't be able to explain at that level of perfection.
Correct. Correct.
Right. Great insights. Yeah. Please
So
go ahead.
after this, when once the documentation is done, the developer has done the automation. What we do is then you sit and you check the complete process whether it is perfectly
Right.
automated or not.
Right. So
So
again,
are
that comes
exceptions been?
under business analyst role. So once you have
Yes,
explained the process, the developer has designed the workflow, and now again it comes to business analyst to see whether everything is right or not.
correct.
Okay.
So you check the complete automated process by yourself. You do the complete testing. So once you feel that yes, everything is working well, working fine, you have identified whatever the bugs
Right.
the developer has fixed all that as well. So
Mhm.
after this, you give the complete demo to the business users, the solution which you have developed.
Huh. Okay.
So once the solution is developed, you give the demo, then you get the sign off, then it goes into the next stage.
Okay.
UAT is done. Then after that, all this is done. Then it is deployed into production.
Production.
Once it is
Right.
yeah,
Right.
after the production is deployed, then you give a 15 days or 10 days. It depends.
Hmm.
The hypercare phase is there.
Okay. Okay. So what is the
Yeah.
hypercare phase?
So hypercare phase is like you giving support to the client,
Production team.
whatever. Yes.
Okay.
So
So
you give the
in
complete
case if
support.
there are any errors coming or that kind of thing, so that is the hypercare period that you
Yeah.
are talking about.
Yes. So it happens many times, like when you are doing the UAT, you have successfully done the UAT,
Right.
and after that, even in pre-prod also the solution is running perfectly fine. But after going into production, there might happen that the system might behave a little bit
Right.
uh, not well. So to handle those things, we
Right.
give a hypercare as well,
Okay. Great. So
where we
the
monitor the bots for 15 days. Yes.
right. So you have, I think, very much in detail explained the roles and responsibilities of a business analyst. So it starts with the documentation, first understanding the process from the business users, then starting ahead with preparing the documents, the PDT as is to be HDD, everything you talked about. You and the one great tip that you gave, even I might keep that in mind always, even if I'm a developer, that you should first understand the exact process, how it is happening manually and what is to be
Correct.
automated. And
So
then,
like to tell you, add
yeah,
one more thing over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, no, please go ahead.
So in my first process, which I was automating for a
Uh-huh,
leading insurance domain, it was like
uh-huh.
the developer which I had got, he was a very talented person.
Okay.
So what I had done is like the process, the hands-on I had done. I
Uh-huh.
also asked the developer to do,
The
asked him also
hands-on.
to do the hands-on. Yes, 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 yes.
Right, right,
So
right, right.
he was aware completely of the process in and out.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay.
So
Got it.
by doing this, what we got to know is like the process was automated in a such a beautifully way that even after a few months, the process was qualified for one of the awards show in
Okay.
Singapore,
Uh-huh.
and we had won that award.
Oh, that's
That insurance
amazing.
company had won that award. Yeah,
That's amazing. Yeah, yeah. So it's, yeah,
yeah.
again, as you said at the start, communication is very important.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Right, right,
most important thing is the quality. What kind of a quality you deliver?
right. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if
yeah.
there are
That is
too many
definitely
bugs, too many errors in the process, and the exceptions are not very handled very well,
right,
the
right,
client is
right,
not happy, then it would be not helpful. So
right,
you all a business analyst should be very look at the quality thing.
right, right.
He should be
The
looking at
way
the
of
quality.
the business analyst says that the process is also very important.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Right.
I feel like whenever I work on any project or any process, I feel that it's my baby. I need to grow it.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, okay. So we were at you prepare the documents, the PDD, the as process, the to be process, the HDD. They are handed over further. The process is developed, and then there's a first you all test it. If it's proper, then it is handed over to the business user, and there's a hypercare period of 15 days or 10 to 15. That depends completely on the organization.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So these are all the roles and responsibilities with some great tips, I think, for a aspiring business analyst. Okay. So now moving ahead, I think you also covered the challenges as well in this particular question only. But if you want to add like any challenges that a business analyst might face, so anything on that, or I think you have pretty much covered many things already.
No, no, no. So this was like very few, one or two examples which I gave about the challenges.
So
So
if we
in the
talk
life
about the
of a,
challenges, there can be many.
yeah, yeah. So in the life of an RPA business analyst, there are this job is only very challenging
Right,
because
right.
every day you get to encounter new challenges.
Hmm.
So like to start off with, from very first thing, you have to take the walkthrough very you have to take the complete understanding of the process.
Right,
You have to
right,
have the complete understanding. Even if you miss any single point, it would be creating a very havoc at the towards the automation.
right.
Then after this, when you are doing the Excel automation, and after
Hmm.
that the PDF automation, if
Hmm.
there is OCR involved, then
Right,
the format,
right, right,
the
right, right,
these are very challenging. So you
right,
need to
right.
be on
So
your
again,
toes
the same
always.
point. The business analyst should take into consideration every minute thing and minor changes as well to deliver a quality project.
Yes,
Right,
yes, yes,
right,
yes.
right. Okay,
So,
great.
if you have a very good communication and if you have a very good rapport, then these challenges can be avoided. So then the project goes very smoothly.
Right, right,
I
right,
feel
right,
that, yeah,
right, right. Okay. So I think we covered most of the topics related to RP business analyst is prerequisite, your amazing journey, what are the roles and responsibilities, everything. So any like final tips that you would like to give to the people watching the video or maybe who is an aspiring business analyst? Any tips? I think
so
you
yes,
they
if
can
yeah,
reach you out on LinkedIn. I will be adding your LinkedIn profile link in the description. So if you all need help, you all can anytime contact Abhishek on
Yes, yes, yes,
LinkedIn and he will
definitely,
be
definitely.
ready to help you. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes,
You were
yes,
saying
yes.
something.
So what I was saying, like, if even if like at the time when I was given a opportunity of getting into business analyst or a normal business analyst,
Mhm.
RPA or a normal business analyst. So if someone is there who is in a dilemma whether to go for an RPA or normal business analyst, I'll definitely recommend you to take up this RPA. So or if there is a fresher who
Mhm.
is looking to come into IT, who
Mhm.
are from engineering background, or a
Right. Right.
person like me who has done BSc IT.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
he is thinking of going to an IT career. So definitely you should look for an RPA.
Right.
So it depends now. If you are good at coding, then you should definitely go for a developer
Developer.
role.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So if you are not that good at coding like
Mhm.
me, so then you should come to the business analyst side. Yes, initially there will be little challenges, but
Yeah, that
with
happens in
time
every
you will.
role. Even if I'm a
Yes,
developer, I'm a solution architect, I'm a business analyst, the challenges at the start are definitely going to be.
yes. So you should be having that learning skill. You should be always
Right.
ready. Yes, I
Right.
want to
Right. Right.
learn this thing.
Right. Right.
With time, you will definitely excel.
Hmm. So I think we talked on many technical topics and your journey and any many other things. But other than that, like, what are your hobbies as a person? So what do you like to do in your free time other than the
Yeah.
business analyst role and preparing the documents and all that?
So apart from my professional life, outside my personal life, yeah, I'm a bike rider. I like to take go for a ride. Then
Amazing.
my wife has also started an YouTube channel.
Okay,
So it's
great.
called Our Little Things. So
Uh-huh.
basically, in on our channel, you will get to know, we get to learn various recipes. So being a South Indian, we we try different cuisines at home.
Right, right,
Our
right.
we, our dishes are very unique, I feel. So
Hmm.
we try to showcase that in our
Right,
videos. Then also, we try to showcase our rides wherever we go.
right,
I
right,
try to cover
right,
them
right,
as well. Then their hobbies as well. Like my sister and my wife does that. So
right, right,
they do their dance and all also.
right,
So
right.
the channel name is Our Little Things. You can go
Yeah,
and check it out as well.
yeah.
Apart
I
from
will
that,
add the link in the description as well. So guys, you all can
yes.
subscribe that as well. Yeah, please go ahead.
And apart from that, I like to listen to the podcast while I go for a walk in the morning and evening. And
Okay,
I also like to read few books.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Any books
which
you
are
would
like
like to
self-learning books.
recommend?
Uh, yeah. So there is a book which I recently read.
Mm-hmm.
Badass Buddha and the Badass.
Okay, okay,
It is written by Vishen Lakhani. You should
okay,
definitely read that.
okay, okay. Great, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have quite a lot of information for the audience in this video. So thank you so much for accepting the invitation and sharing your knowledge
Thank you,
for
Parth,
this
for
video.
giving me this opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is the
Okay.
first time which I had done
This
something
is
like this.
even my first time that I'm collaborating with someone for a video on my YouTube channel. So, guys, please do let me know in the section if you love this kind of content on RPA Business Analyst. We can maybe talk with Abhishek and bring some more important topics in detail on Business Analyst. So, please do comment in the comment section. Also, his LinkedIn ID is there, LinkedIn profile link is there in the description. Do connect with him and you can ask him for guidance anytime and subscribe to his YouTube channel, Our Little Things. Thank you so much for watching the complete video.
Thank you so much. Thank you.